Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Cooper Bibaud. I'm the writer, director, and designer of this indie game here called Billy Saves the World. Today I want to take a look at all the different types of caves and levels you can find in my game. So, as you know from previous videos, there are 30 optional levels in my game that you can find. They're all optional, you do not have to do them, but if you do them, you're gonna find all sorts of variety and things within them. There are more than 30 caves, but those are part of the main quest, and so I'm not counting those ones. I'm just counting the optional ones here. So this is a cave. I don't think I've shown off this one yet. This is kind of more of a wintry landscape here. You can, some of the tiles, the icy tiles, you can slide on them and you'll also see some water there as well. I haven't shown much of this area off in videos, but this is an example of a traditional left to right type of platforming cave. And those caves also have a lot of different variety in terms of difficulty. Different paths will be more difficult than other ones. There will be secrets, shortcuts for getting better times from the time trials. It's really hard to talk and play games. I've realized. But yeah, this is just an example of a traditional kind of platforming level. So you're just trying to reach the end of the cave. Of course, there's multiple routes, as you can see as I'm going through. I could swim down below. I'm just kind of taking the safest mid route here. I'm not exploring. I'm not trying to get any of these collectibles. As you can see, there's collectibles, and in order to get the collectibles, sometimes they involve taking dangerous routes. Sometimes you need to think, solve some kind of physics-based puzzles or different types of puzzles to reach them. But yeah, just to the bare bones, left to right, here we go. We've reached the end, and there we go. Next, we're gonna take a look at time trials. So at a certain point in the game, you will get an item called the Amulet of Time. And if you have the Amulet of Time, let's go to, where should I go here? If you have the Amulet of Time, it unlocks the time trials, and I'm just going to go to a level that I think I've already completed. So in order to unlock a time trial, all you have to do is complete the level once, and then you unlock its time trial, and you have to have the Amulet of Time on you. I believe, yeah, so this one here, this is going to be a time trial. Let's see if I can do it. So I have 25 seconds. I got the counter there. You've seen this level as well. So if you've been following my devlogs in the past, you'll have seen this level. This is actually potentially the very first level you will see when you play this game. So I do have the rogue gloves that allows me to wall jump and push off walls. I also have a ability that lets me jump on invisible platforms. That's what I was doing there if it looked a bit weird to you. I've just memorized where they are. Now you'll see I didn't do it. I failed, even though I was moving through it really quickly. This first trial here is actually a little difficult in the sense that because it's such an easy level, it's a basic level, I've wanted people to use items or use... You gotta think of ways in which you can move faster. You gotta use a speed potion. I'm just gonna spell it out for you there. I'm just gonna tell you. If you use a speed potion, you'll be able to clear that no problem. I don't know if I have any. Let's take a look. No, I don't have any right now. I could buy one, but I don't know if I want to spend 200. Yeah, I'll do it. I could also make. I could make my own potion. So now we've got. Oh, I think I let like 5 seconds go by. Now I don't even know if I'm going to be able to complete this. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I should have taken the potion beforehand or did it faster. Uh-oh. I'm just going to barely make it there. No, I'm not going to do it. I just missed it. But as you can see, very difficult. It would have been a breeze if I hadn't wasted time at the beginning there. But yeah, so there's time trials for all of the 30 levels there. So there's traditional platforming levels, there's time trials, there's also levels that require some kind of thinking sometimes. So there's a couple examples of that. So let's go to, let's go here. So as you can see, this is a very peculiar looking cave. It's very zoomed in. Again, you'll have seen this cave if you watch my very first devlog, where I actually did a time lapse of this level, showing you how I created it. And as you can see, very dark, very spooky, and after a while, you can't even see where you're going. So you're going to need a way to see in the dark as well. So sometimes caves require some thinking, some items to reach the end, and sometimes they are direct puzzles as well. So let's go back to this level here that we were just in. I call it Basics 1. If you go this way, I can break this boulder here and you'll reveal a cave here. Now this is part of a side quest. Obviously these are gonna, out of context, these seem very maybe obtuse or weird, but within the context of the full game, it makes more sense. This is literally like a puzzly type cave. So you will come across this cave. There's a little journal here you can read. I entered this cave seeking answers to problems like all who visit here.
Legend has it that this cave will speak to you and reveal what you need to learn most, and I can confirm the legends are true. Before I could take with me this wisdom, my exit was blocked from outside. At first, I thought it would only be a half cycle before someone found me, but one cycle turned into many, and soon I lost count until many became too many. To my friends, I'm sorry for chasing treasure. I was selfish with my time. To my lover, I had everything in front of me. I'm sorry. Selfish and discontent, words I needed to hear, but I heard them too late. I write this final passage now for the one who finds me. Please, listen carefully and speak aloud into the whisper stones what you learn. Apply it to your life before it's too late. If even one living being can learn from a mistake, then I can rest peacefully at the Hall of the Dead.
So you've just read that guy's journal, and there's some things to interact with here. So this is a puzzle. This is a straight up puzzle. There's no end point. This is more of this is what I call a puzzle cave. So it's kind of dark, it's spooky, but there's no end point. It's just a puzzle. So you need to read that journal. You need to interact with these things here, and you got to figure out what to do. So there's caves like this as well in the game where they're more puzzle focused. Now, like everything in the game, everything is optional. So if you don't like puzzles, you don't have to do this. You can skip it completely. You can do more. You can focus on the action oriented levels. Some of the levels have everything. So some levels are really big. I can kind of show an example of that as well. So let's take a look at a level called Tomb. So this is a level there's a few levels in the game that are quite enormous, and this one is one of them. So the big levels, as you can see, if you play the game, you have the option, depending on what you do, to unlock this collection app. If you have the collection app, you can actually keep track of all the caves you've completed. So I've completed those top two there. The next category is for the time trials, and the third column there is for if you found all of the explorer coins in that level. So you can use this as a guide to know how far you have to go, and I haven't done that many in this playthrough. So this is helpful, but again, some people will never even have this app. It all depends on what you say and do and the things you do in this game. So this level is an enormous level. There's lots of ways through it. There's lots of secrets. There's lots of places to explore. It is a traditional left to right type of experience, except, yikes. Except it's not as traditional. It's not simply go left to right. There's way, like, as you can see, I could go left here, I can go right, I've fallen down here. There's all places it's a big maze kind of thing. So it's more of a cave to explore. And again, you don't need to do this, and you don't need to go everywhere, but for people that do want to explore, they're going to get more out of it. So just for the sake of this video, I'll actually try to complete this cave here. So I'm almost at the end. I don't think I'll need to heal. This part's very tricky. It's even tricky for me still to this day. I'm always nervous doing it. I meditate for... I'm dead. That's a shame. Well, it's okay. So the ending was right there. That's a cave. So that's a little look at all the different types of caves you can experience. And of course, there's way more. There's underwater, there's low gravity, there's all sorts of different biomes as well. That's just mostly visual and mechanical based, but within those, there's still explorative caves, puzzle caves, traditional level caves, each one with multiple routes, secrets, collectibles. So I hope you like to look at some of the levels and variety you can find. And again, everything I showed you entirely optional. You may never see this in your playthrough. It all depends what you decide to do and how you choose to play the game. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time in a future video. That's all. Goodbye. Thanks for watching the video. My name is Cooper Bibaud. I'm an actor, writer, producer of film, television, and video games. This video was brought to you by my Premium Plus members of my Patreon. Go there now. You can sign up for free, get access to my premium blog. I also do a monthly podcast right here where I talk about all my projects, catch everybody up, and just talk about whatever I feel like. Go to my Discord, it's free. I post a bunch of stuff on my projects as well, including Billy Saves the World, a bunch of behind the scenes videos and all this kind of stuff. There's also a special section for paying members as well, where you can talk about whatever you feel like, books, movies, music. It's just mostly myself right now talking to myself, but please check it out. And while you're at it, go to Steam, head to Billy Saves the World page, and give it a wish list. I would appreciate it. Thanks for watching again. Goodbye.